back to the channel. This is the final episode of the DeLorean build series. Thank you so much to everybody that's kept along for the entire journey. For anybody that's new, this is our 1981 DeLorean that we've engine swapped with a Kia Stinger 3.3 liter V6 with upgraded Garrett turbos. Let's get right to it. Today we're down at Jake Motor Cars in Sorrento Valley. For us, it seemed like the fitting end to this long journey that began here. For any of you that don't know, Jake Motor Cars is actually where we originally bought this car. This car sat here at Jake's not working for well over a year. And then finally, Steve decided that we should buy this car and go ahead and swap it and build this dream of a fast, reliable, street-driven DeLorean. So now I'll show you guys a little bit of the engine that we built and kind of show you some of the key points of the things that we wanted to do for this engine. So this is the Kia Stinger 3.3 liter V6. We're using upgraded Garrett G25 550 turbos. And one of the first things that we did with this car actually was getting rid of the direct injection. Now getting rid of the direct injection was a personal choice that we made early on, more as a stylistic choice for how we wanted the engine to work and how we wanted the engine to sound. And we knew that if we used port injection, the tuning that we did would be much more able to be tuned to sound and work like an old school race car. So Steve started off by building this custom intake manifold with internal fuel rails and upgraded Denso 1600cc injectors. This added fuel was really important for us to be able to turbocharge this car and run extra fuel in the car and be able to get the power figures that we wanted reliably. Once we were done with that, we made a throttle body, which is much bigger. This is based off of the Infiniti Q45 throttle body, but made it in-house CNC machine to match what we wanted to do with it. Once we were done with the intake plenum and the throttle body, we knew that we wanted to be able to make this car non-VVTi and get rid of the variable cam timing and run stock cam timing in this car. We set the cam timing up to Ferrari spec, which we knew would make the car sound and drive with the characteristics that we wanted. Once we were done with that, it was up to making the intercooler setups. And the intercooler setups actually are really cool. We designed them kind of to be similar in style to an F40 with that dual upper-high intercooler setup that's really noticeable in the engine bay. And we set them right in the front just over the cold side of the turbos. So one of the most important things that we actually did on this car is that we used a GM flex fuel sensor and ran E85 blended with 91 octane, allowing us to actually run a higher octane than any 91 fuel would be, but not having that really strong E85 smell and having the car feel and smell more street car-like. And we've actually had really, really good success. We took the car to the dyno and ran it. And we made just over 480 horsepower at the wheels, and we were really excited with this car. And we've been driving it. We've put almost 1,000 miles on it now, just driving it and testing it and doing some of the base level tuning. So in this car early on, we decided to use a Porsche 996 transmission, and we mated it to the original DeLorean wheels with 235 Toyo R888Rs on it. We felt that this was the smartest decision for this car to keep the car OEM looking, but still be able to put the new power that it gained onto the ground. Once we got the engine working, we had Nick take the car home and drive it and test it. And then afterwards, we decided to go ahead and work on the interior. We made use of the original gauges and decided to have those just working. We've got all of those working at this point with all the lights and everything working properly. All the sensors are hooked up to the new engine and reading correctly. Then we worked on getting the AC working and the radio. We have an old school Alpine radio in this car that works well and plays cassette, old school style. And then we have the original AC system in this car working with a new upgraded condenser and a new upgraded AC compressor that come with the Kia Stinger. So now that we've showed you guys some of the key points to this car, we're going to take you guys for a nice drive. Let's get right to it.